It's the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Stroud gonna throw right away. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses, especially in their coverages.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. The speed on display. He's in. Robert Woods. Touchdown, Houston. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, veteran, he's 6'3", out of Central Michigan. It's Cooper Rush.
I always love going down to the field in pregame, Mike, and just seeing how certain guys approach their pregame warm-ups and their routine leading up to kickoff. And I really liked what I saw out of him. He had a really interesting level of focus. He had all of his wide receivers around. He was getting them all involved, throwing the ball, getting on the same page, timing, rhythm in the passing game. They're hoping all these extra reps, not only leading up to this week in practice, but here on game day, if they can carry that over after the game starts, they're expecting to have a lot of success here, especially early. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Rush. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. Still going. And he will go all the way. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Pierce for the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You see Cade Stover there with the 1st down reception, and this is kind of a throwback, a tackle breaker. Good in the run game, strong hands, good in play action. Mike, he had over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns in his career, and I think the Texans think they have a young, versatile tight end that in this system can become a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes. Tried to do too much, and
the blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. In motion, Lamb. Rush. This pass right side, caught by Lamb.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
2nd and 7. Here's Rush. The open man is Tolbert. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Rush to throw. This one caught at the 4. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him,
and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now from the 9. It'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rush. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now Rush. He's got it at the 3.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I, back to Arlington and AT&T Stadium after this. On 4th down, it is Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey for the Dallas field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Texans offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
To throw is Stroud. This one uncorked, looking for Woods. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Give running right. It is Mixon. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll go play action with Stroud. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He fumbled the football. The Cowboys have it. Oh, big hole left side. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Wow, Greg, never a good time to turn the ball over, but in the final minute of the first half to give up a defensive touchdown. Big mistake for the offense there.
Yeah, and we see so often teams love to go try to steal points before the half. They have this aggressive mindset. They think it gives them a little bit of a momentum gain going into the halftime break. In this case, the aggressiveness backfires. Not only are they unable to score, but they cough it up and the defender takes it all the way back for 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Pierce for the return. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over just before the half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our...
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. To throw is Rush. Quick throw taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
They'll run with Dowdle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, the quarterback just kept going back, and you're wondering, what is he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating? And at some point, you think that ball's going to come out. He's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't, and now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, But I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Dowdle with good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's Pierce for the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Stroud to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more. On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Got to make something happen, so they'll press the tempo a bit. And he will score. Game on. Paige Stover. Touchdown, Texans. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. A quick toss into the hands of Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage across the 50 to the 48. They'll stay on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll stick with him again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll run Zeke up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stick with Elliott. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Again, here's Zeke. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Elliott. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. The visit. This is 1st and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. Now 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Stroud. Push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You see, Mike, anytime the quarterback is hit right as he's about to release the ball, there's just no telling where this ball is going to end up. In this case, it leads to the easy interception, but you have to give credit and give the assist. That pass rush is what created that turnover.